출애굽기 8장, Exodus chapter 8. Then the Lord said to Moses, go to the Pharaoh and say to him, and this is what the Lord says, let my people go, and so that they may worship me. If you refuse to let them go, I will plague your whole country with frogs. The Nile will teem with frogs. They will come up into your palace and your bedrooms, onto the bed, into the houses of your officers and on your people, and into your ovens and kneading trough. The frogs will go up on you and your people and all your officers. Then the Lord said to Moses, tell Aaron and stretch out your hand with your staff over the streams and the canals and the ponds, and make frogs come up on the land of Egypt. So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land. But the magicians did the same things by the secret art. They also made the frogs come up on the land of Egypt. Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, pray to the Lord to take the frogs away from me and my people, and I will let your people go to offer sacrifices to the Lord. Moses said to Pharaoh, I leave to you the honor of setting the time for me to pray for you and your officers and your people, that you and your houses may be rid of the frogs, except for these that are remaining in the Nile. Tomorrow the Pharaoh said, Moses replied, it will be as you say, so that you may know that there is no one like the Lord our God. The frog will leave you and your houses, your officers and your people. They will remain only in Nile. After Moses and Aaron left Pharaoh, Moses cried out to the Lord about the frogs he had brought on the frog. And the Lord said to Moses, as the frogs died in the houses, in the country yard, in the field. The Lord did with Moses as the frogs that died in the houses, in the courtyard, in the fields. They were piled into heaps, and the land reeks of them. But when Pharaoh saw that there were relief, he hardened his heart and would not listen to Moses and Pharaoh, just as the Lord had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, tell Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike the dust of the ground and throughout the land of Egypt. The dust will become nail. They did this when Aaron stretched his hand and when with the staff and struck the dust of the ground, and the nets came upon man and the animals. All dust throughout the land of Egypt becomes nail. But when the magicians tried to produce net by the secret art, they could not. And the nets were on the men and animals. The magicians said to Pharaoh, this is the finger of God. But the Pharaoh's heart was hard and he would not listen, just as the Lord said. Then the Lord has said to Moses, get up early in the morning and confronts Pharaoh as he goes to the water and will say to him, and to confront Pharaoh, he goes to the water and say to him, "This is what the Lord says, let my people go and that may worship me. If you do not let my people go, I will send the swarms of flies on you and your officers, on your people, and into your houses." The houses of the Egyptians were full of flies, and even the ground where they were. But on that day, I will deal differently with the land of Goshen, where my people live. No swarms of flies will be theirs, so that you will know that I, the Lord, am in this land. I will make a distinction between my people and your people. This miraculous sign will occur tomorrow. And the Lord did this. Dense swarms of flies poured into Pharaoh's palace and into the houses of his officers. And throughout Egypt, the land was ruined by the flies. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron, said, "Go sacrifice to the God here in the land." But Moses said that would not be right. The sacrifices we offer the Lord our God would be detestable to the Egyptians, and if we were for sacrifices that are detestable in their eyes, will they not stone us? We must take a 3-day journey into the desert to offer sacrifice to the Lord our God as he commanded us. Pharaoh said, "I will let you go to offer sacrifice to the Lord your God in the desert, but you must not go very far. Now pray for me." Moses answered, "As soon as I have leaved you, I'll pray to the Lord, and tomorrow the flies will leave Pharaoh and his officers of his people. Only be sure that the Pharaoh does not act deceitfully again by not letting the people go to offer sacrifice to the Lord." Then Moses left the Pharaoh and prayed to the Lord. And the Lord did what Moses asked. The flies left the Pharaoh, his officers, and the people. Not a fly remained. But this time also Pharaoh hardened his heart and would not let the people go.